them back to life.
You know, people sit out on the front porch hoping people will come by.
Go forth and do good. It's insane. I have the most understanding wife in the world.
I treat everybody the same thing.
Oh, that's the other thing I love about Marietta. It's like a melting pot.
You are listening to Marietta Stories. Each week, veteran podcaster Bill Nowicki brings you the heartwarming, interesting, and fun stories from the people that make the community of Marietta, Georgia, a place to call home. Here's your host, Bill Nowicki.
You know, we have several nonprofits on Season 6 of Marietta Stories podcast, and Kids Care, I love starting out with them. They're run by Amie Burke, but her daughter Jaida is right there with her, and they also incorporate kids into idea, brainstorming, and getting things done. And I think you're really going to enjoy this episode because I do think the nonprofits in Marietta is a big part of what makes Marietta great. So you'll enjoy this origin story while we're working to get backpacks. And stay tuned to the end of the show and you can find out how many backpacks they gave out to needy kids across Cobb County and Marietta.
All right, let's get going.
Oh, we're going right forward?
Yeah, just keep working.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Hey, Amie Burke.
Yes, sir. How are you this morning?
Good. We're outside the Cobb Civic Center. People are looking at us. Your workers all stopped working.
The busy bees.
And this is Jaida too, right?
Yes, hi.
What's your story, guys? Why am I standing in the parking lot of the Civic Center?
Well, do you want the very beginning?
Yeah.
All right. So
I have time.
when I was 8 years old, now I'm 11, so this is way back. When I was 8 years old, we were driving in the car, and my mom told me to write an acrostic poem because I was homeschooled, and I still am. And I wrote one that said kids.
Yeah, she did it in like 2 minutes, and I was like, well, that didn't take very long. I was like, what word did you pick?
You said we still have like 5 hours of...
Exactly. So I asked her, what word did you pick? And she said, kids. And I said, oh, okay, well, what's your poem? And she said, kindness in doing service. And I said, what? And I was trying not to drive off the road, and my heart started beating faster. And I was like, well, let's talk about that. What does that mean to you? And she said she wanted to get a group of kids together and do nice things. But she wanted to do it the way kids want to do it. Yeah.
So what's it like to have all this power as a kid?
Well, I don't like to call it power as kindness. I really like doing community service and just helping people out, giving them a hand.
So what are we doing here this morning?
We are doing a drive for backpack and school supplies, and we call that Backing the Need.
We're partnering with Cobb County Police Department today, and we are also be at the Cobb Civic Center on July 23rd from 8 to noon with backpacks, or collecting backpacks and school supplies. So we are, as you can hear, the volunteers in the background getting everything set up, and we're hoping to have some awesome community members swing by and donate so we can support kids that need some help.
Yeah. So there is a lot of need coming up, and the school year starts pretty early here in Georgia. Like what day?
August 2nd, I believe.
August 2nd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me more about your journey. So how did this idea, and then how did it bloom into what we see today?
We kind of just decided, well, let's make it real. And then we did Project Strawber was our first. So we went to the Marietta Square and we gave out a bunch of paper straws on St. Patrick's Day, and we were pretty successful with that. Most of the businesses took them.
Yeah.
Now, are you getting kids your age involved?
Yes, as you can see.
So we did a couple projects as just a club and a group, and then it was just so successful that we were like, well, let's just make this a nonprofit because you can't go wrong with teaching youth about community service. So I asked her about age limits, and I said, do we want to just do it like elementary, middle, how do we want to do this? And when we talked about it, we kind of decided a family unit generally has ages of all ages. So we like that aspect of a family unit and what it delivers. So we are open to all ages. We have volunteers that are 3 years old up to teenagers. And we are so impressed by the 3-year-olds. We have some that are, once they are in this group environment and they're into
Feel safe, probably.
And they're like, oh, okay, we're doing nice things, and they start participating, and they are helpful, and they have ideas. So when we combine them all together, then the bigger kids get to become leaders, and it's just a great combination.
Sometimes the littler kids become leaders, actually.
That's true.
What kinds of things do the little kids bring up?
Well, we actually have a video we're trying to make go viral for one of the little kids that's 3 years old. She's so cute. We were doing one of our park pickups, and we always find this little round gold confetti on the ground. And she found confetti, and hopefully we can link that video because it's really cute.
Yeah, she's walking along and she says, people, don't use confetti in the park. It's so cute. It was totally not set up. It was just her own belief because she had picked up enough confetti at that point that she was like, why is there more confetti?
Animals.
Yeah, it's super cute.
It's like a 3-minute long video of her debating. She's like, I don't want confetti.
Yeah, no confetti in the park, people. So yeah, the 3-year-olds are definitely, they're definitely helpful and they're impactful.
Yeah, it sounds like your heart's in the right place, though. You start from the right place, and then you just keep building and helping kids. Now, what's going to happen today, and why are there police here?
We are actually teaming with the Cobb County Police Department.
Can we get one of the policemen over here?
Sure. Officer Akram?
Hey,
Officer Akram?
if you don't mind, give me a few minutes of your time. Officer Akram, I'm Bill Nowicki. I'm with Marietta Stories Podcast. Tell me why you're here this morning.
So we are here to gather school supplies for students in Cobb County.
What are you going to do with those school supplies?
We're going to give them to nonprofit organizations for them to distribute to their kids.
Why are the cops doing that versus just regular folks?
Well, the police are involved because we stand with the community. We're trying to make an impact in our community, and we're also trying to make things in our communities better between the police and people within the community.
Great.
One of the easier ways to do that.
Great, yeah. So I appreciate you talking to me. Anything else you want to talk about? Do you like this? Talking on mic? What's that?
Hi, Mom.
All right, I'll leave that in. All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right, can we get some of your volunteers over here and we can talk as a group maybe? Sure. You guys want to come over and talk about some stuff here? Hey guys, what's your name?
Meadow.
Come here, Jaida, you can be here too. Meadow?
My name's Madison.
Madison?
Malia.
Malia? All right, so you guys are heavily involved. Man, you're hugging on Jaida there. Why do you guys come here early, 8 a.m. on a Saturday?
Well, we usually do it because we're really influenced in what Jaida and Miss Amie have accomplished with this nonprofit business. We are all in for trying to save the environment, so we will do whatever it takes to help with this to continue to grow.
Tell me about the meetings you guys have. What are those like?
Oh gosh. Well, we usually do park cleanups about once a month, usually, maybe once every other month, and then we also do food drives, sneakers, books, and then the meetings. We'll talk about all the plans.
Ideas are easy though, guys. Let's be honest. How do you get it into what we see here? How do you put all the pieces together?
Well, most of it is because of Miss Amie going above and beyond with preparing all this stuff, teaming up with the Cobb County Police system, and
so the adults do the adult things and you guys do the hard work.
Yeah. For sure.
Is that true?
Yeah, basically.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It
Why is it called People Care? It says Kids Care.
Oh boy, the real truth. See, I knew I could uncover some stuff.
Kids care too. Kids do care.
You're not supposed to say that.
Now, have you guys become closer friends because of all this?
Oh yes.
Yes,
For
but
sure.
we were already great friends before this when it all started with a homeschool group a few years ago.
Yeah.
But we have pretty much quit using
You're
straws.
Melissa.
I'm Melissa.
A new voice.
I've created Madison, Malia, and Meadow.
Oh, okay, I see. So, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I said, but we have given up the straw habit in an attempt to help save our environment and our turtle friends.
Was it hard to give up control, though? No. Be honest.
Not at all. We haven't given up control.
Yeah, I always carry a silicone
Aha!
with me. I carry a silicone straw with me everywhere we go. So.
Cool. Yeah, so it started out with straws, then what was the next event?
I'm pretty sure it was a book drive. Yep. Yes, we did a book drive, and we ended up getting 1,116 books.
What'd you do that?
Well, we actually went to door for our whole neighborhood, and we asked for the books, and some of our volunteers like Madison, Malia, and Meadow, and Miss Melissa did too. And we had one of these big drives that you're at right now. And
It just happens.
So it just happened.
Do you guys get scared banging on doors? Come on, Matt, tell me.
We're gently knocking.
Do you take somebody with you?
Yes, most of the time we all go with each other. But I mean, she's the one who always wants to just run off. She wants to knock on the door and then just run.
If a kid is listening to this and they want to volunteer, how do they do it?
Well, you can go to our website, which should be linked in the description. And
I will do that. Thank you, Jaida.
just a little hint there. But you can go to our website, get involved. We also post on Instagram, Facebook, which kids shouldn't have Facebook, but still, where parents can do that.
Right.
Facebook.
Well, a lot of parents will probably be listening.
Yes, for sure.
They can go to the website, which is kids-care2018.org, and there's a link for an email address on there, and they can email us, and we'll get them set up with when to come and what to do.
Great. And how many backpacks you think you're going to end up with?
Well, as high as we can get, I suppose.
I say 750.
All right, you're going to have to let me know. 750, that's a lot of backpacks.
I guess that's our goal now. We set our goal, 750. I'm writing it down.
What do you think, Beto?
I don't know.
All right, well, we'll have to see. You have to let me know, Jaida.
Do you want to tell them what Kids Care stands for?
Oh, yes. And the second part of Kids Care is, so it's kindness and doing service, connecting and respecting everyone.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Appreciate all your time. Get back to work, and let's get these backpacks out to kids that support them on their school journey. And thanks. Yeah, thank you.
Season 5 of Marietta Stories is all about small, hole-in-the-wall restaurants. Well, it turns out franchise owners are small business owners too. And John Sylvie owns the Zaxby's over at 591 South Marietta Parkway. John reached out to me to go to Marietta High School and volunteer to teach the kids about podcasting. I jumped at the chance. I know John, he's a straight-up guy, he cares about the community, and he works every day to make it a better place to live. Check out the Zaxby's over at 591 South Marietta Parkway. Tell them Bill Nowicki sent you. Okay, name the company that closed 933 loans in 2020, have been named Best in Cobb for the last 3 years, and the person that I'm thinking about is a Cobb County native, went to the University of Georgia where he majored in finance and is on the Marietta City School Board. Go ahead, I'm waiting. Actually, I'll tell you, it's Jason Waters over at Affinity Home Lending here in Marietta, Georgia. You can reach him at the Waters team at affinitylending.com or give him a call, 404-403-8787. You can even text him at that number. Cool, right?
Anything else you wanted to say? I didn't really talk to you too much.
I've got some more volunteers coming in.
Yeah, they're flooding in here, man. This is quite a team.
This family coming in has also been with us for quite a while. And there's the 3-year-old we were talking about, little CJ. So she's...
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you might have to
She looks feisty.
You might have to ask her a few questions this morning.
All right, let's see if CJ wants to talk.
Before you talk with her, I do want to just throw in real quick that we are growing as a nonprofit locally here in Marietta. We were born in Marietta. This is where we live, and our nonprofit has started to grow. We are really looking to serve the community, but in a way where the youth can learn in a fun way how to serve. So every activity that we do, we put learning into it. In a few minutes, I'm going to have a volunteer meeting, and I'm going to explain. We try to touch into the compassionate aspect of why we're doing it and get them to stop and realize, what would it feel like if I didn't have a backpack and I didn't have the supplies that I need? So we try to turn it back on them just for a minute so they get that feeling of the need, why that need is there, and then we turn it back around with acknowledging our blessings and being grateful for what we have and that we can give to others.
That's so cool. If you think about it, companies are doing that kind of stuff too, where it's what's the why?
Yes, yeah.
So you're bringing that up with these kids, and it's not easy to be out here. I'm sweating pretty good.
The sun's coming right at us this morning.
But, it's an important thing for the community and helping build this community even better than it is right now. So it's totally cool. Let's see if we can see, what's the 3-year-old's name again?
CJ.
All right, let's see if we can get CJ over here. All right, well, that's probably a good thing. Can I talk to CJ? I'm Bill Nowicki, by the way. Hey, so, did she just wake up?
She was pulled out of bed to come.
CJ, are you a volunteer for Kids Care?
Yes, sir.
She's she's nodding her head. This is audio only, CJ, so you're going to have to say something.
Can you talk to her?
Tell me about confetti. No, she didn't want to.
Very good.
Oh, she's still tired. Well, tell me why you guys are involved.
Because we love our community and we love our planet, we love our friends, and we love the opportunity to just be able to like serve with them. And
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Amanda.
Amanda. You CJ's mom?
I am.
Yeah, so what do you expect to accomplish today? Besides herding the kids and feeding them and making sure they're hydrated.
All the backpacks and all the goodies for all the kids in our community that need it.
That's so cool. So how do they know about this event? How do you spread the word?
We did lots of social media. We did lots of.
What's your? Do you have a? What are you guys on Instagram?
Kids Cared.
Whatever, I'll find it.
It's K.
It's one or something.
2018.org or something like that. Yeah.
But all the Instagram links and all that are in there. Okay, cool. So you're posting on Instagram, getting people involved, using social media for a positive effect.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I hope CJ, I know she's going to come out of her shell in a few minutes and help out.
Around here telling everybody, don't throw confetti on the ground.
Yeah, I heard about that video. Well, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no. She doesn't seem excited. It's all audio. You don't have to worry about it. What's your name?
I'm Emma.
What are you doing here, Emma?
I'm volunteering to help organize school supplies for the drive.
And how did you get involved in Kids Care, and why am I speaking with you?
Back in, I want to say it was January, February, I saw a post online about a food drive, and I was like, oh, this is such a cool organization. Like, I wanted to get involved because I just moved home from college. And then I went and I just like fell in love with it, fell in love with the organization and the people. So
have you found a job yet?
Yes, I have. I'm working at a law firm now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I'm super excited.
What would you tell young people? Why did you get involved? Why were you excited about it?
I think that helping others, it brings out the joy in everybody. Have you ever volunteered and you've been like, man, I wish I didn't do that? No. So it's always a rewarding experience, I think, for everybody involved, for the people receiving it and for the people like giving and organizing. So
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that because that's what Jaida has learned, and she tries to tell people that as well, and we didn't mention that earlier.
Exactly.
It's not just about us. It's about the people receiving it, but then you do get a lot of joy, and it feels good, and then you can just keep rolling with that. And I wanted to say that she showed up in February, and she was a little angel for us because it was cold and it was wet, and I was like, oh no, and she showed up and she's like, I'm here to help to set up the tent and do all of the things, and I was like, oh, thank you. And she just started kicking it out and doing awesomeness for us. And then we had a U-Haul truck, and we had a lot of food donations. We had 3,000 food donations that day. But she was in there just organizing everything and doing all the things. And I was like, so for this drive, I was like, maybe I'll just email Emma and see if Emma's available. I'm like, any chance you could swing by and help organize? So I was really glad she reached out, because also we don't want it to just be kids, though that is the point of the nonprofit, but it's a family unit, as I said earlier, and it's a community unit. So her teaching them how to organize and her being a good role model for the children is important to get all ages to volunteer.
Well, how do you feel at the end
I
of
headed
these
back
days?
to the parking lot to check on
but
things
always
the next
full of
day,
joy
and I
after
came
leaving,
across
Well, it was a
one of
pleasure
the
talking to you.
Cobb
Thanks
County
for sharing your
commissioners.
story.
Thank you.
All right. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Commissioner Richardson, Jerica Richardson.
Jerica Richardson. You're in a parking lot. What are we doing out here?
We're collecting school supplies, and back to school is usually a frantic time for teachers and parents and students, filled with all type of excitement. So we're doing our part. Cobb PD, it's really their effort along with Kids Care, and as district commissioner, we saw that they were doing something, and we said, let's team up and do as much outreach as we can.
Great. What's the need like out there?
It depends. Yeah, the district I represent is very, very diverse. There are areas that are in great need and areas that have abundance. So really just looking to level the playing field when it comes to resources. We know that there's also need for teachers. So maybe there can be something in the future to expand the outreach and make sure that teachers are adequately supplied. But certainly there are other districts that face similar issues. So we want to make sure that we're thinking about Cobb County. As I said, this is Cobb PD, Kids Care, and really just that outreach effort.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work. All this stuff that volunteers do to help schools must be a important part of what you're trying to promote.
Yeah, no, education is something I'm very passionate about. The commission doesn't have jurisdiction over our schools. Our school board does, but we certainly work in collaboration with the school board to help meet the needs. And really, I mean, we're all working for the people of Cobb County at the end of the day.
Great. It was nice meeting you. Have anything else you want to say from your prepared remarks?
Happy Friday. I know, right?
Well, it was a pleasure meeting with you.
Pleasure meeting you as well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Amy.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right, here we are. This is fast forward in our story. So tell me about what's happened since the last time I saw you.
Well, we have some new donations that have come in, and we have connected with the commissioner, and that's been very exciting.
Talk to her.
Yes, I'm super excited about their support. It's really awesome. Apparently they do the acts of kindness every month, so they've decided to partner up with us, and we couldn't be happier about that with her support for that. So more donations have been coming in, and we are organizing them, and we just have the Burn Boot Camp has just pulled up with a huge trunk full.
All right, man. So
more excitement, more sunshine, more volunteers, more compassion, and it's just been so great, the amount of love. Last week I was overwhelmed with the volunteers. It was so fantastic, and the donations.
Well, tell me, though, when we spoke, you said there was a little less folks and backpacks than you thought you were going to get. What was the response of your organization?
We kept working hard. We kept going on the Instagram and the Facebook and the website and talking to the neighbors and all of that. So we did get some more donations in. Oops, I'm sorry, they're trying to steal me.
Go ahead, let's do it. This is live.
I can't.
Yeah, no problem. All right, new carload. Burn Boot Camp Marietta just gave. That's so cool. Yeah, so there's a hatchback full of backpacks and supplies just showed up from Burn Boot Camp.
Yes, sir.
Marietta.
They have been collecting, their members have been spectacular. They just keep multiplying the amount of donations. It's been incredible. So they wanted to bring those by today for the kids to take out and donate, all of them. I went and stopped in there last night and just gave them a hug. I was like, thank you for everything. And I just got chills because of the amount of compassion that their members gave. It was just spectacular.
Now, we were talking about just being a little disappointed, but it sounded like that didn't last too long.
No. It's hard.
Kids help too. I mean, they're excited kids, energy.
Yes, true. And it's hard to be disappointed when people are coming together and doing their best to make a difference in the community. So I, quickly turned that around into looking at what the people were doing for us, which was fantastic. They stood out here for 6 hours last weekend. They organized, they stuffed, they packed 33 backpacks from last weekend that were completely full. We had a little bit of surplus supplies, so we got those out today, and then all of this is new supplies. So now here they are again in the sunshine, working hard and full of love. And everyone's so excited to give this to the students that are in need. We've had multiple families drive by here that are actually looking for donations. So to be able to say, on Sunday there's actually an event here at the Civic Center that they're giving out backpacks, so we're able to tell them that, but we see the need is there. So it just kind of inspires us to keep going, and it's amazing. It's actually absolutely amazing, the amount of donations, because it costs money. Like I said, I think I said last week, it's like $270 per student. So a family of 3 or 4, that's quite a bit of money. And, everyone's been through a lot with COVID. So families can use the extra support. And to see the smiles on the kids that get new supplies, some of it we're trying to not cut open, because isn't that fun to cut open a new box or, rip into the new pencils? So let's give them all that experience. Leave the tag on the backpack. Let them cut it off. It's the new backpack for them.
Yeah, let's get the last word from your daughter. Is that okay? Can we pull her away?
Sure thing.
All right. Hey, Jaida. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. Working hard still? Every time I see you, you're busy.
Oh yeah, first.
So what happened after last week? What did you guys do? What did you decide to do?
Well, originally we decided to do 2 days. So last time we decided, hey, why don't we get some more?
Yeah, you got a pile of stuff now and you're getting ready to give it out. When are you giving it out? Sunday?
We are giving it out today, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of it's going out today. I think.
Today? Wow, that's exciting.
To other nonprofits and organizations that know which schools are a little more needed than others.
Cool. So you're a conduit for all these people that are giving, and watch out. You're a conduit for all the people that are giving and the people that deliver all this stuff. So that's great.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you.
Now what's next?
I'm not sure. I think we're going to give them out and hopefully make a lot of smiles. Like I said when we were doing our cards, not only the people who get the supplies feel good, but the people who give know that they gave a kid a backpack that couldn't afford one or couldn't buy one, So.
Right. Thank you, Jaida. It was great seeing you again, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
All right.
By the way, Madison loved
All right,
those
here's the
tomatoes.
final totals. 283
good.
stuffed
Yeah,
backpacks to local nonprofits, including Cool Kids Committee, Ser Familia, Simple Needs, Lifesave Resources, Safe Path, Family Promise, and Center for Family Resources. They also gave 4 large boxes of teacher supplies to a school in need. This is Bill Nowicki saying thanks for listening to the show. You can go to kids-care2018.org to learn more about Kids Care. See everybody next week for a new episode of Marietta Stories Podcast, and tell a couple friends about the show, and please support our sponsors.